I would make one other plea as well, and this is one I really want to make strongly, and that is as we look to the end of the session now, and we've certainly got a bonding bill that's been signed, a Viking Stadium bill, which he's probably signing right now. There's one more magnanimous bill out there which is critically important to Minnesota, and that's the tax bill. We offered him up a tax bill about a week or so ago. He vetoed it. We came back subsequently with that, with another tax bill, a little less onerous, if you will, in the way of what we call tails. In other words, costs downstream in the out years, which means 14 and 15. We narrowed those costs from about 147 million to 77 million. And that is, as you look at it in the grand sphere of things, 77 million taken out of a $1.2 billion surplus. He needs to sign that bill. That bill is huge from the standpoint of what it can do for Minnesota, particularly in the area of jobs and the economy. It has got major, major tax increment financing provisions in it that will move Minnesota forward strongly in the area of construction growth and jobs that go along with this. The Mall of America is the most vibrant example of that, as you think of what can happen there. And frankly, what can happen at the Mall of America should he sign this bill will in every way equal what can happen with respect to construction jobs and all that goes with it with a new stadium. So it's a very, very critical bill for him to pass or to sign. It's got within it a flattening or a freezing of what we call the statewide business property tax. So business property taxes aren't going to go up just because they can and because they have an inflation factor in them. That will be taken out of it. There's something called an angel investment tax credit for entrepreneurial kind of exploits all over the state of Minnesota. That's critically important to people starting businesses and getting started out. It's got within it some personal property tax reform, which will frankly provide rebates to people that have become, if you will, victims of the market value homestead exclusion that we had last year, and the fact that in many cases personal residential taxes went up extraordinarily, and it will fix that. And so as we look at where we are right now today, there is one last plea to the governor, and that's to sign the tax bill and finish this session, I think, on a high note for, frankly, Republicans and Democrats. The last tax bill had bipartisan support coming out of the Senate. I believe it also did in the House, and it would be a wonderful thing for the governor to do going forward.